How's it going, everyone? It's Milwaukee coming back at you once again, and today we're going to be discussing the World of Flashpoint featuring Batman. Let's get into it. The World of Flashpoint featuring Batman features a couple of stories here. The first one called Batman Night of Vengeance. Harvey Dent's twins are kidnapped by the Joker. Batman and Commissioner Gordon are on the case. While searching for clues, Batman ends up going up against Killer Croc, and he kills him. Meanwhile, the Oracle of Flashpoint, the former Catwoman, Selina Kyle, gets a update on Joker's whereabouts and she passes it along to Gordon, who is going to pass it along to Batman, only Gordon decides to go it alone. Batman ultimately finds out this via the Oracle, and he shows up just in time to see Commissioner Gordon get killed by the Joker. Of course, this is all taking place at the abandoned Wayne Manor, and Joker leads Batman on a chase through the grounds of Wayne Manor, and the Joker falls into the cave. The young Bruce, we all know he falls into the cave in the original canon. She falls down into the cave and dies while Thomas Wayne Batman looks on. That was that, and now we're on to Dead Man and the Flying Graysons. The circus travels what remains of Europe after Emperor Aquaman had sunk it, and they have the Amazons on their trail. The Amazons are searching for Dr. Fate's helmet, and Dr. Fate just happens to be one of the traveling freaks of the circus. So the Amazons end up attacking during a performance, and this kills Dick Grayson's parents. After a lot of hiding and fighting, Dick Grayson acquires Dr. Fate's helmet, and he links up with the Resistance and pronounces himself the new Dr. Fate. Next story is Deathstroke and the Curse of the Ravager. Deathstroke runs afoul of Emperor Aquaman on a search for his daughter, Rose. After a lot of seafaring adventures, Deathstroke ends up teaming up with this character named Jenny Blitz, and together they end up freeing Deathstroke's daughter, Rose, and living happily ever after, at least until the world ends in Flashpoint. The next story is called The Secret Seven. A character named The Shade, the Changing Man. He's on a task. He has to get together with his secret group called the Secret Seven of magicians. Only when he summons them, they end up going insane and somehow dying. Turns out that the Enchantress was working for the Amazons this whole time, and she was ratting them out, and she cast a spell or something, and she was ultimately the villain responsible for everyone dying, and that's the story. As you can tell, not exactly my favorite. So that does it for the World of Flashpoint featuring Batman. I know a lot of people enjoyed the Batman story. They like, Thomas Wayne Batman, and how in this universe, when they were leaving the movie theater, they were getting robbed, and Joe Chill shot Bruce Wayne instead of the parents. So Thomas Wayne went on to become Batman, whereas Martha Wayne became the Joker. That's not really something that I personally cared for. I was like, whatever. To be honest, I read the story when it came out. It was one of the tie-ins I did buy, because I was buying everything back then. It's an okay story. The way it plays with the characters, such as, the Penguin is Thomas Wayne's Alfred, his butler or whatever, and helps him run Wayne casinos. Commissioner Gordon's still the commissioner. I thought it was an interesting wrinkle that it was Catwoman who got paralyzed and became the Oracle instead of Barbara Gordon. That was sort of a big reveal in this 3-issue series. But again, as far as the story is concerned, it's just a Batman Joker story. Joker gets away in the end because she falls into the hole that young Bruce Wayne would fall in, that he would become Batman or whatever. So who knows, right? The circus is a Dick Grayson story. Features a lot of heroes. They're the circus freaks and stuff. You got Dr. Fate. You had Dead Man, of course. But just didn't really do anything for me personally. I found this whole volume to be boring, to be honest with you. Apart from the Batman story, the Ravager, Deathstroke, and the Curse of the Ravager. I thought it was going to be cool, but it's just Deathstroke on the search for his daughter Rose, going up against other pirates, and he eventually like gets his daughter back because he stumbles upon this character named Jenny Blitz, who I don't know who that is, and she has all these powers, and she takes out all the pirates, and it's just like, I don't know, just wasn't a fan. And then the magical Secret Seven Shade story, I don't know who the character is. It's written in a way where I should have known who he was, but I just didn't, so I was along for the ride. I enjoyed seeing, redesigns of characters like Zatanna and stuff that I was familiar with. But everybody ultimately ends up dying in the end, and it's just like a waste of time story. I don't know if it's just because I'm like a little bit tired of Flashpoint at this point. This is the final volume of tie-ins that I had to read. And if you've been following along on the channel, like each one I liked a little bit less, a little bit less. I don't know if it's just burnout, but these tie-ins here, totally skippable. They don't really add anything. They don't detract, but I don't know, just not the tie-ins I was looking for here. I'm glad to be done with Flashpoint. I think overall, reading the tie-ins hurt my enjoyment of the main event series because now I know a little bit more about what was going on in the background, and it's not what I imagined it was. But isn't that how it always goes? So I'm going to go ahead and give Batman, the World of Flashpoint featuring Batman, a 3 out of 5. It's not the worst thing you'll ever read. It's not the best thing you'll ever read. Most people will buy it just to read the Batman portion, and they'll be satisfied with that. But, I don't know. Until next time, I'll see you there.